Hey and welcome to this new video of mastering Symfony 3. So in the previous video we learned about annotation routing, and in this video we will learn about YAML routing. So let's create first another bundle. So let's stop the server and create another bundle. So php bin /console generate bundle. Let's hit enter, and for name let's give it, for example, stock. No stock bundle. Let's hit enter, and here in annotation let's choose YAML. Enter, and here it is, our stock bundle with YAML routing is created. So now let's go and see the routing, or the routing.yaml stock resource config and the routing YAML. So basically this routing YAML every time it's composed with 3 lines. First, it's the name and it must be unique. Second, it's like the input. For example, the input, what we say to the navigator or to the URL, what we type in, and here the default is the output, what the navigator will tell us. So here, for example, let's say stock. We will say or enter the input to the navigator, it's stock, and he will give us this stock bundle default index. So let's go to that. Is in view default index, and here let's just type, let's make here choose HTML, and let's type, for example, h1, and here hello from stock page. So let's save. Let's run server first here to make sure that server is running, and after that let's go to the navigator and check with /work or with this input. So let me check. Yeah, the server now is running. Let's delete all that and type stock. If we hit enter, it must tell us that hello from stock page. Yeah, hello from stock page. Now let's create another routing. So let's just copy that, copy and paste. So first we need to change this name because we say that it must be unique. Here let's add, for example, the ID, and this is the output, and the output with the same to controller default, but the action, it's not the index but show action, and we will create it this show action. Let's save. Now let's go to our controller, default controller. So here let's create a new function, the show function, that we tell to the in the routing in here. So let's create this function. So public function show and action. Don't forget the action, it's very important. And since we have in here in this output a dynamic segment, that means we need to put it here also. So $id, and here as a return we will return a response. So return new response, yeah, HTTP foundation, and just say hello or just stock and the ID. semicolon. Let's save it, and now let's see or let's test in navigator. So stock, let's 5, for example. Let's put 5 and it works. See here, stock 5. So now as we did with your annotation routing, let's add some validation to this URL or to this dynamic ID. So let's go back in here, let's go to our routing.yaml, and here let's hit enter and put requirement 2 dots, enter. Yeah, make sure that from here to here it's 4 space, and from here to here it's also 4 space. So 1 2 3 4, or let's make me just hit here enter. Yes, so now we write the dynamic character ID 2 dot, and like in YAML and /g plus. So let's save it. So let's test that. So here stock, enter. It must be correct. Come on. If I put, for example, a character test, we should have an error here. Yeah, error. If we go back and to a text but with 2 number, yeah, it's correct. So now let's add another dynamic segment for as we put in the with the annotation. Let's put now the year, and here also hit enter, year 2 dots /g open bracket with 4 integers. So I save. Let's go to the browser again. Now this path or this URL is incorrect because we specific two dynamic sentence, and here it's just one. So let's put another with 5 integer, hit enter, and it will work. If we put anything less than 4 integer, for example here in 3, now it should give us some error. See, no routing found for this path. So let's add 4 integer and let's keep it that way. Let's add title also. So go in here, title, go back, title, and with regex E to Z to Z in lowercase and E to Z in uppercase with a plus. So now if we go and check it out or try that, let's for example say test, hit enter, and normally it will work. With lowercase or uppercase are the same. I must write something in error, so let me check. Yeah, because here this regular expression I need to put it between those two. So let's make me just correct that quickly. Now if I save and go back to Chrome, it's refresh. Now it will work. See, now it work. Let's add now the extension. So here dot ext, and come here and say ext dot let's for example HTML or GSP or PHP. So let's save it. Let's go and check now. So if I search for example .php, hit enter, it will work. But if I say .gs, we should have an error here. So let's just put GSP. Now it will work also. Yeah. Now let's type all this dynamic in here in the body. So because they are dynamic, we need to put them as parameter in here. So id dash year, and then title, I think, yeah, and then ext extension. Yes, so now we can just copy them and paste them in here. Just add a little space, save it. Let's now refresh the page. Yeah, and every one of them is typing. Now if we want to see, for example, one of the parameter is optional and is not for example we are not it's not mandatory to type it, it's just optional. That's mean giving them a default default something, so that if we didn't type it, it will go to the default and execute it. So let's go and here in our routing YAML we see that here it's a default. So basically here we put everything that's in default. So for example, comma, if I want to make this extension ext, for example, default with HTML, we just here and type HTML. So let me save it. Now here we have GSP. So now if I didn't type the extension, normally it will go to HTML because it's the one by default. You must put something or write something wrong. So let me see. Yeah, here it's 2 dot and not equal. So save it now. Go here, refresh this, and see here we see the HTML. So now basically we know the difference between YAML and annotation routing. So see you